You're watching 48 Fastcast.
All right, welcome into our 48 Fastcast. Kind of a gloomy start today, and it is warm out there.
I mean, you can see the clouds behind us on the monitors as well right now. So how are things sort of looking through the day?
Unfortunately, a lot of the day looking just like that.
Yeah.
Some of you already saw some rain, even heard some thunder out in parts of Franklin, Colbert, Lauderdale County. Now, a big portion of the rain that clustered there is pushing over the state line into parts of Tennessee, up into Wayne, as well as Lawrence County, moving into Giles County. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that's the end of it. A few sprinkles potentially popping up. Just have the umbrella, the raincoat, rain gear, whatever you're using lately to stay dry. You want to have that with you today. Just pop the umbrella in your purse, your backpack, in the car, whatever. This is actually going to be our main line of storms right here, tracking east of Interstate 55 now. That will move from west to east as we go through the morning into the afternoon. First to see those storms, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for northwest Alabama, crossing over I-65 north central, southern middle Tennessee, up there into parts of Pulaski, Giles County, Lincoln, Moore, Franklin, 11 to 3, and then wrapping up from 2 to 6. Can't rule out frequent lightning, gusty winds, as well as locally heavy rain.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
A live look at the Parkway right now. We are looking good, really, across the Huntsville Metro. No major issues at all. Here is what it looks like on the map. A whole lot of green, so you really won't run into any delays. It's just a slow stretch here on 431 southbound in the Henryville area, but other than that, we're quiet. Decatur to Huntsville and Huntsville to Decatur, both up to speed. Jonathan.
All right, thanks, Gina. Well, a high-speed chase that spanned 2 counties ended with the arrest of a DeKalb County man. The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office says this all began when they tried to stop Nathaniel Toney on County Road 85 in Henniger yesterday. Deputies tell us he was driving without a license plate. And when they tried to stop him, authorities say he sped off, and that chase got up to speeds of more than 100 miles an hour. Now, Toney is also accused of running stop signs and trying to ram law enforcement vehicles. That chase continued into Jackson County before he crashed at the intersection of County Road 122 and County Road 59.
A Madison County fraud suspect is expected to be in court today for a bond hearing. Megan Tillery is charged with misusing more than $15,000 in federal funds. An indictment alleges that while working at Community Action Partnership of Huntsville and Limestone counties, she was bribed to unlawfully distribute thousands of dollars. Community Action is a nonprofit that gives out federal money to families in need. Federal investigators believe she was bribed by 2 people to personally send them more than $15,000 in that federal grant money. Authorities believe this was happening over the course of a year. Also, 3 years before working at this nonprofit, Tillery was arrested for stealing checks from people and cashing them after their deaths. Community Action officials have said that her arrest did not show up on a background check. She is set to be in court later this morning. Several men arrested as part of a child predator sting in Madison County will be in court later today to learn whether they will be granted bond. These 10 men were arrested over the weekend after authorities say they tried to meet children for sex. The suspects thought they were talking to minors, but in reality were communicating with Huntsville police officers. All 10 are accused of trying to exchange money or other goods for sex.
There will be some delays on I-65 in Priceville starting next week. Dow crews will be closing the outside southbound lane and shoulder of I-65 at Upper River Road to repair the overpass bridge. That's expected to start on the evening of June 28th and run through the morning of July 2nd. Upper River Road at the bridge will be closed beginning on the morning of June 26th. Now, following the repair, all lanes on I-65 will reopen, but the bridge will be closed for a few more weeks. Huntsville Utilities crews will also be doing some road work. The outside southbound lane and inside northbound lane of Whitesburg Drive will be closed Wednesday. Now, that would be during the morning time. They'll be doing some line work there. Now, the closure will stretch from the road on Dawn Avenue to Center Avenue. It'll be closed for just 1 hour from 4:30 a.m. to 5:30. And a gate at the Arsenal will be closing soon during the work week. Now, the gate 8, which is located on Goss Road, will be closed to traffic beginning on June 30th. Arsenal leaders tell us the decision was made after a, quote, comprehensive assessment of current security measures, operational needs, and available resources. Gates 1, 3, 7, 9, and 10 will still be open during the work week. Gates 8 and 9 will continue to be open on weekends.
Well, still to come, there's a new tool that doctors at Decatur Morgan Hospital are using to help them with surgery. We show you how it works next. Welcome back. Surgeons at Decatur Morgan Hospital are using a new tool to help them with orthopedic surgery.
Yeah, the new tool is a robot, and it helps surgeons create less invasive incisions during surgery. Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Justin Phillips says that the robot helps patients have a faster recovery process because of how precise it is when incisions need to be made. Now, here's how the robot works. It works with another piece of technology to give surgeons real-time data, and using that data, surgeons use the robot to make different incisions on someone's hip or knee. It's especially useful when an incision needs to be made in an area where someone may have a metal implant from a previous surgery. Thanks to the robot, the likelihood a patient will need a follow-up surgery has fallen significantly.
You know that you have a well-balanced knee at the end of the procedure, and so that feels, from a mechanical standpoint, when they're walking and mobilizing and doing therapy to get their motion back, they have a much better chance, a little bit quicker recovery.
Now, Phillips believes more hospitals will incorporate robots and other forms of technology to help assist during surgery going forward.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
8 minutes past 7 on a Tuesday morning. Had some rain earlier. That's mostly tracking off to the north and east into parts of Middle Tennessee. Behind it, some lingering pockets of drizzle, perhaps just an overcast, gloomy start to the day. And we've got more rain to deal with. It's actually off to our west into parts of Mississippi. That will be the main line of storms, if you will, as we go through mid to late morning into the afternoon, crossing over north central Alabama into northeast Alabama. Just like the past several days, gusty winds, heavy rain, lightning, all possible. Cloud cover stays with us, and temperatures will be substantially cooler today in the low to mid 80s because of the rain cool there. But this is noon now. Storms tracking from west to east. Pretty decent cluster of rain and wind coming through as we go into the afternoon, and then finally pushing into parts of northeast Alabama. After the evening commute wraps up, I think we see an end to the showers. Winds are breezy today, might help with the humidity a bit. We'll have some gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour. A good portion of the day on Wednesday will be quiet and dry. We'll have storms developing late Wednesday evening, overnight into Thursday morning. Summer starts Friday night, and then we've got some 90s to deal with as we go into the weekend. It is a Rock the South weekend. Going to be hot if you're heading out to watch some music.
Yeah, certainly will. Well, thank you for watching us here on the Fastcast. We'll see you later today.